Welcome to episode 16 of Should Have Gone to Therapy. And today it's a little bit different. Nana couldn't make it, so I've brought in the one and only Nige to co-host.
Back in the building, back like I never left.
We didn't plan a thing, honestly. This episode is powered entirely by Chaos and ChatGPT. We've got a list of random questions, thought starters, and probably unnecessarily dilemmas, and we're just going to throw them at one another and see what happens.
Yeah, we've got no real structure, really, just pure vibes.
Yeah, exactly. Last minute, no filter, and probably going to go off topic. So, yeah, let's get into it.
Let's go.
I need to sit like this because I noticed in the last couple episodes, my posture looks a bit bad. These chairs are a bit low.
Yeah, quite low, isn't it?
And Nana always sits like so.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I saw my posture. I was like,
shit. Nana sits like
a
fucking yoga master or something, bro. So yeah, welcome to the show. You're a co-host today, so congratulations on getting the job after your interview a couple of weeks ago.
I mean, the job was already mine. Let's be real.
Yeah, no one else wants to come on. That's why. So we had a little conversation yesterday about what to talk about, and long story short, we couldn't really think of anything to talk about. So I just prompted ChatGPT about who we are, and it's basically just giving us loads of silly shit. But we won't start with that. We'll start with how your week's been. What day is it today? Thursday? Yeah, catch us up, man. What have you been saying? Give us the intro to Nigel's week, Nigel's day, Nigel's life, Nigel's Nigel. Nigel.
No,
Nice to meet you.
say no more. No more to be said.
What, it's a podcast, so I
Every
fucking
day,
hope there's...
Give our daily bread. And that's what we're gonna talk about, bread, because we need to get that dough. So that's where my day goes. Let that dough rise, man.
Sourdough.
Sourdough, pizza dough, man.
That's what you can think of, isn't
Any
it?
kind of dough. The weather's been great. You know, I can't complain about the British weather for once. I feel like I'm in Benidorm.
You know what? All I complain about is the weather when it's cold. But since we've had this hot weather, all I've complained about is the weather because it's too hot.
Yeah, but
It's just because it's here.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to take it out as it comes. You got to enjoy it.
Yeah.
You never know. It could be snowing next week. It's just luck of the draw, really, with this weather.
Well, there's that. But I mean, like, where's the beach? There's no beach for me to go on. I don't want to go sit in the park.
It's beach.
Yeah. If we've got weather like this,
You need a beach.
I need a beach or 2 beaches,
Or 3 beaches.
4 beaches,
Or 5 beaches.
6 beaches,
7.
1,000,000 beaches. Yeah, mate, a beach would be nice.
Yeah, beach with no sand and shit.
Yeah.
We got Bournemouth, innit? I think that's our closest one. I mean, we're not going to go Brighton, are we?
Why? I have to say, one of my friends lives in Brighton. It looks really nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Unless you go Hove, isn't it? I think Hove has got the sand, isn't it? I don't know, actually.
I have no fucking
I'm
idea.
sure. Because there's Brighton and there's Hove. It's split in 2.
Isn't it Brighton and Hove?
Yeah, or that's if you support the football team.
Oh, because it's both the areas combined. It's Brighton and Hove Albion.
Yeah, literally. I didn't know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's not even the same place. I thought
Wait, so right
I
next to
thought
each other?
Brighton's full Govey was Brighton and Hove Albion. I swear down.
Be in nature.
Yeah. I thought it was like Brighton and Hove. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
Hove
to the
is
lads,
like
it's just
literally-
Brighton.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Hove
it's
is a whole
Brighton
other era.
and then Hove.
Mm.
Where's Albion? Or is it Hove Albion?
No, I think that's a
Or is it Brighton, Hove Albion?
Brighton and Hove Albion. Yeah, it must be Hove Albion. It's not just Albion is not a third place, surely.
But I did not know this. Maybe it is Brighton,
Fun fact.
Hove Albion. They say that that's how you know if you're Gen Z or millennial.
Is it? Why what?
I don't even know how the Gen Zs do it, but I do it like that.
What am I?
How old are you?
I don't want to disclose that on camera.
You're a millennial, bro.
Alright, cool. Say no more.
But yeah, like if someone said make a love hot, though, you do it like that, no? I think the Gen Zs do it like, what the fuck do they do, bro? Something else. This?
I don't really hang around much Gen Zs to know, mate. Well, how would you know?
I hang around a few.
What?
Gen Zs
How old are they again?
are like a little bit younger than us.
Oh, really? Oh, I've got it confused then.
I think like It's like 25, not Gen Z.
I don't know, is it?
I think
I
so.
don't know the difference, mate. There's Gen Z, there's millennials.
Millennial
there's what?
ends at 1997.
It ends in 1997.
Yeah. So, I think
As in, so anyone
born after 97 is a Gen Z.
Anybody born after 97.
Between 97 and the next one.
Yeah, what's the other one?
Gen X.
Gen X.
I think so.
Bloody hell.
And now we're on another one. We're old, you know.
How many years is it per gen?
Okay, so there's the greatest generation, 1901 to 1927. The silent generation, 1928 to 1945. Baby boomers, 1946 to 1964. Gen X, 1965 to 1980. Millennials, 1981 to 1996. Gen Z, 1997 to 2012. And Generation Alpha, 2013 to 2025.
All right, so it's about 12 years.
Yeah.
So, fair enough, man.
Don't you think it's weird that the silent generation were the ones through World War One and Two?
Yeah. Nothing quiet in their end, isn't it?
Well, except,
Just bums away. Anyways, we move on.
Yep.
At least we survived.
I feel like our ancestors would have come after that, though.
Our ancestors.
Would have come to the UK after that generation was around in the
You
world.
think my ancestors in the UK during World War?
That's what I'm saying. So ours came after that. So you said, thank God we survived, but we were nowhere near it.
Oh, I'm just saying, this country, they done their thing. Because... You know what I mean? Churchill and them, man.
Yeah, shout out them, man.
Winston.
It's such a Jamaican name, isn't it? Winston Churchill.
Right. That's stereotypical.
Yeah, is it not? Is that not? If someone said my name Winston Churchill, you won't be like, yeah, man.
Winston Churchill was the great prime minister during the World War. How dare you?
Winston Churchill.
Yeah, who was it? Yeah, every Jamaican.
Winston
Every
Churchill.
Jamaican, every Winston.
Drop a bomb on them. Drop a bomb.
Drop a bomb.
Tell Hitler and them, man, dear, we'll finish him. Would you rather always be the funniest person or smartest person?
Oh.
That was the next question. So I got distracted because I just
let me ask you that. That's a good question.
I'm asking you as well.
Yeah, but you answer it first.
No, I'm asking you though.
Nah, I've been answering it first.
No, I insist.
Well, I've already got experience being the funniest.
That's what I was gonna say.
So I'll take that.
That's what I was gonna say.
The smartest man don't get no.
They do though. They do in the long run.
Yeah, I get it at night.
I was gonna say I fancy a change, so I'll go for the smartest person. No.
You wanna be smart? What do you wanna be knowledgeable in?
If you're smart, innit?
In what?
Everything.
What's your subject field?
Everything.
Nah, mate, you're not Stephen Hawking, are you?
I might be. I might be. If I was smart, I would be like Stephen Hawking. Look, I have a cool chair. I already have a chair.
How far is Earth from the sun?
242 million and a billion and light years away.
See, I'm like Stephen Hawking, bro. But yeah, why are we going so off topic now? We're talking about Stephen Hawking.
What's going on?
We were trying to fucking Google Stephen Hawking's voice copyright. Would you rather be the funniest person or the smartest person in the room, bro?
I'll definitely be funny. Being smart, sorry, man, doesn't get you much doesn't get you anywhere in life.
Don't say that.
'Cause sorry, man.
Of course it does, bro.
Listen, I laughed my ass through university. I ain't no shit. The way how it is before, if you were on, I don't know, even if you was, I remember back in the day, yeah, it's showing my age a bit. If you were even on like 30k a year,
balling,
you're actually
balling.
You're actually doing well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone was like, "Yo, that is the salary. Get out of uni, get that.
Get 30
car."
bags. Yeah.
Do you remember
30 bags when you did uni? Yeah.
It's like,
what's that now? Chump change.
it's nothing now. It's actually that's when I realized shit. Stuff like shit's gone left in terms of the economy. And the worst thing is, it's nothing now. But at least back in those days, there was quite a few positions you could get for that salary. But even now, you're going to still struggle to get that salary. And the inflation has increased. So it's like, if you're growing up now, you've just come out of uni now, like, you're getting basically fucked on both ends. Because it was still quite hard when we were coming out, because as you know, like it was still competitive, but now, like I sympathize with anyone out here. It's crazy out here, man. It's
Would you go to uni if you could do it again?
honestly, I don't know if I would. And I'm actually being honest.
What would you do instead? Just go straight into work?
The reality is, yeah, there's so many more opportunities in this day and age for young people. So it's like in 4 years, like back in the day, if I said, "Oh, I'm gonna not go to uni and spend 4 years doing something," I might not end up doing that much. I might just, as you said, I might just get a job anyway, and you could save a bit of money. But if you had 4 years and you're young, and you've got a plan, and you've got like skills, or you can leverage the internet and stuff like that, mate, you could do a lot. You could really change your life. It depends on the person, and in the worst case scenario, you could just
we
go
had all
uni
that.
anyway.
We had all that stuff at 20.
Yeah, but we didn't really know what we really had. I mean, we just saw
Only 10 years ago, people were still making money online.
people were, but not to the extent.
That they are now.
They are now.
Yeah. But do you not think then, as a young person, because there's more young people blowing, do you not think that comes with an additional pressure to blow in your 20s now? Like there's 20-year-old.
Good point.
Or do you think that's just, in the reality of it, do you think that's just like a very small handful of people? So you've got like your Kai Cenats and your Aisho Speeds, for example, that are young and blown in a mad way. Then you've got also like the other YouTubers, the British ones. You've got Chunks and them lot, Beta Squad, Sidemen, all of them lot made mad money from being online. But do you think that's still a small minority of the 20-year-olds, or do you think that increases the pressure on the young people to make more money because there's other people doing it, but there's not many doing it? It's a very small minority of them, but
Yeah.
that small minority of them have a hold over the vast majority of them,
Yeah, and that's
and they set the
make a good
bar.
point actually. It's gonna, yeah, in the one way it's gonna increase pressure on the on young people, because as you said, not everyone is gonna be a Speed or Kai Cenat. It's just not how it works in these kind of games. But it's not even like, it's just the fact that there is a breadth of opportunities now. So you don't have to be a streamer. People are even killing it selling on Amazon and stuff like that. People are killing it, you know, as I was saying, doing YouTube videos. Other people are, there's trading, which I'm kind of invested in. There's like so many platforms. People are writing books, dancing, music. Everything is digital now. So like, but at the same time, look, I don't want to devalue education, because yes, education is still important. It got me to certain places, but I just don't think
You need it
you
anymore.
need it as a default, because it was drilled in our heads before. If you don't have it, then you can't do anything.
Should we get real for a second?
Yeah, go on.
So obviously, because something came up actually when I was talking to ChatGPT about our segment. It's gone now, but it was basically saying, how do you know when you're actually okay versus when you're coasting through life? And I wanted to talk to you about this, and I can edit this out if you don't want to talk about it, but because you've recently said that that's, I guess, how you felt you were doing life a little bit. Just like going to work, or just, just doing like whatever and just floating through. But I feel like you've mentioned that you're trying to get your shit
Yeah, so
a bit more active now. So what do you feel like there was signs that you picked up on, or do you think you picked up on it yourself one day?
Yeah.
Or what changed? What made you realize that you were doing that?
I think because what is something that's measurable, which anyone can implement, is before what I used to do, which I forgot, is I used to set quite a lot of goals, not a lot, but specific goals and targets, and I'd write them down, and it'd be really specific. So it'd be something like the good one. Oh, okay, like even when we was in uni, and then I said to myself, what did I say to myself? I said to myself, I'm not gonna leave here without getting a job, like a graduate job, whatever. So what I did, so I was like, so that was just a thought I had, yeah. So I don't know why I said it. Maybe it was because I don't know why I said it. Maybe because I knew that I didn't want to go back home, and I knew that just going back home and I'm not having a job and being at my mum's is long. You know what I mean? So maybe I put in my head that I've got to leave this university with a job already, like, secured.
Mm.
I don't have to start it straight away. It just needs to be secured. So with that, I had that thought in the summer. So that prompted me from that goal to then mold my behavior to try attain that goal. So then now, instead of like just pissed about the summer, I was pissed about the summer, but I also had to like start like applying for these schemes because I got rejected really early. So I started to realize, oh damn, this is gonna be harder than I realized. But because I had that head start in the summer, I was able to achieve that goal. But had I not had said to myself, oh, I wanna achieve X, Y, Z, I wouldn't have even bothered applying for any jobs. I wouldn't have thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get it? So then, but I thought, because I was doing that by default almost in my younger years, when I stopped doing that, I kind of didn't realize I'd stopped. And then that's when I saw stagnation. So then I realized, oh, actually, I'm not really like, you see me, I'm quite chill. I'm not really like out here trying to work 20 hours a day. I don't really do that. But what it is, I realize that once I have a specific goal, then that's it. All my body can do now is mold to fulfill that goal. So when I don't have goals, it's like I have no purpose. So that's all I came from the situation. I just need to have more specific goals.
So do you think you didn't have, because I still feel like you had some goals.
Nah, I didn't have anything really.
You had
When
things
I
that you
deeped
wanted
it-
to do. Oh, when I
really, because you know what I'm saying? These kind of goals I used to set, it was weird, bro. It was almost like life or death. To the outside world, it's like, what do you mean? Like, even the silly, I'm trying to think of other ones. Like, yeah, anything I've done, yeah, if I've been on it, it's because, I feel like if I don't do it, my whole life is going to fuck up, basically. So with the job thing, it was the consequences. I made the consequences so huge in my brain, even though the reality is, it didn't actually matter. I could have literally done my degree, tried to chill out for the summer, but eventually I'm going to find something. But I made it like, no, bro, if you don't find something before you finish uni, you might not find something for years. Then you're going to be at your mum's for years. Then she's going to, bro, it was just like, it was overwhelming, innit? So if there's big consequences, even if they're not real, if I make in my head that they are real, I will do everything I can to avoid it. It's just human nature.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So,
But I didn't really think that was
yeah.
real until I stopped doing it
Yeah.
and saw the stagnation. That makes sense.
So it brings me back to my question. So recently when you felt like you were coasting, what made you realize that you were coasting? What were your warning signs? And when did you realize that?
That's a hard question.
That was the original question.
Yeah, it was. Because it's not like, it was like, oh my gosh, I'm stagnating. It
No,
wasn't
of course not.
like,
But we had a conversation where you were like, bro, I realized I'm just fucking
But I've just,
going
like-
to work, coming back, doing nothing. But so what changed to make you go, right, okay, I'm going to start doing some prep for the videos that I want to do. And I want to start going gym twice a week. So that couldn't have just come out of nowhere.
yeah, because deep down, bro, everybody knows when they're not doing their 100%.
Right. So
But
what was your
but
trigger?
I think you just one day just look in the mirror and just be like, all right, what's going on? Oh, and another thing, it's probably because of the month, because we're halfway in the year. I was like, shit, like it's been 6 months since the start of the year. And I think,
That's what it was. I remember you
yeah,
saying
yeah,
it's
it was
June.
like- yeah, it's June. I was like, it's June. It's half the year's gone already. I was like, damn. So first it made me realize 6 months can go like that. So then I thought to myself, okay, if 6 months can go that fast, that means I can do something. And as long as I have 4, 5, 6
I
months
remember now. You said I'm
consistency,
going to have a 6-month
Yeah,
program.
program.
And just focus. For
because
6
then it'll
months.
be gone like that. It'll be the end of the year. And in 6 months, although it's quick, you can achieve quite a lot of consistency in 6 months. You know what I mean? So I think that's, you're right. It arose from that, knowing that it's half the year
Yeah.
sort of thing.
It was just sort of your half year reflection then. And
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Led you to kick it up a gear
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then that was it. Me admitting that I've coasted probably from January to June.
through to June.
Yeah, that was it. We got there in the
And
end.
you had a slow start of the year, and then you thought, right, now I need to set them goals
That's
them
right.
specific goals, and it's do or die, so I can focus for the second half. Of the
Yeah.
year. Yeah.
And
So-
that's it. And you know what? I didn't realize that the consequences part. So you asked me, because I think that is actually, that's probably what I need to incorporate. I need to incorporate some actual consequences of not achieving it, and it needs to be in the forefront of my mind, because that sometimes that fear allows me to actually procrastinate less and focus on what I need to do. I actually realized that if I don't have any fear of not achieving the goal, I'll just think nothing of it. Like, I would say it and then
so be it.
so be it kind of thing. There actually has to be some dire consequences.
But don't you think that's a bit harsh? Like, we can't leave everything down to dire consequences, because the reality is that if we don't do most stuff, we're probably going to be all right. You get me? Like,
But you know what? That's what I'm saying. That's crazy, but that's what I'm realizing. That's probably why
yeah, but so you have to still get it done in spite of that, because you know deep down that if you don't, like, for example, we're going to finish recording this. It's 11:30 now already. I know there's 2 videos you want to record for your other thing. You could very easily go, it's late, bro, we'll do it next time. And which is cool, because there's nothing, the world's not going to end. There's no dire consequences to it. But it will push back everything that you want to do for your channel by a week.
Yeah, so
But the consequences are not dire, but you still have to, in spite of there not being any drastic consequences, you still got to find the energy to do it anyway.
so
So
then that's like me saying, like, if I took it back to the last example of, what did I say? When I said I need to get a job before uni.
yeah,
What if I could have said that in so many days or weeks? I could have been like, you know what, I can just apply for this job later.
yeah,
There's probably was some that I actually just didn't apply. Maybe
Yeah.
I missed their deadline.
yeah.
But what made me pursue it was because there was an overall so that's what I'm saying. I need to have some sort of
Yeah, but at that point in your life, you've just finished uni, your sole responsibility or your sole purpose is, I've got to get a job now. Because if you don't get a job after uni, you're going back home. So your sole responsibility is, I've got to get a job. But now you've got a job. You put food on the table, you're not at home. So your life is
But that's what I'm saying.
all right.
That's the problem.
So there
Well,
are actually no dire. When you were at uni, there were dire consequences. You're going to go home to your mum jobless and she's going to get onto you. That's a bad
Yeah.
consequence. Now, there isn't any.
So so if there isn't any,
You're going to
then
make
I
some.
need to create. I need to simulate those same conditions. Otherwise, I'm not gonna achieve those same results.
Do you not think? Without
I mean, you just made me think.
But do you
Like,
not think
I didn't
you're
think
gonna
so
do it
as well
without the
until
consequence?
you've said it like this, and I'm actually deep in it. You might be right. That's probably the only reason why I was probably way more motivated in other parts of my life, because there was actual consequences to not achieving it. Whereas actually, you're right. If there's no real consequences, why would I be motivated to do it?
But yeah, but that's the thing. That you have to find that rather than creating a consequence. Maybe you have to find the motivation to get it done.
But to
Not,
me, I
not
don't.
fear of the consequence. Maybe reward of like what's going to come on the other side of getting it done. Not what happens if I don't,
the
but what
reward.
happens if I do.
Mm.
Because maybe then it's not. Oh, if I don't do it, then this. It's I'm gonna do it because this, rather than if I don't do it, this. It almost makes it. I have to do it. If I don't do it, then this is gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe
Whereas maybe you just flip it to the positive consequence.
the positive. Yeah, I guess so.
Still a consequence.
That's still a consequence. Yeah, there's still a consequence. That's probably what you should do. Because if every day you're doing something that's going towards that positive consequence, you're getting 1% better.
That's what
So in
Nana.
a
That's
way-
what Nana would say.
Yeah, but then I've looked at it the other way. I'm more like, nah, if you don't do that,
You're gonna go
end
minus
up like-
one.
You're gonna be like, yeah, minus. Yeah, basically. Do you want to be minus? Then boy, that's yeah.
I guess either way. That's why I'm saying use your thing as an example, because it's if you don't do your videos, you're still gonna be all right.
Yeah,
Your life
exactly.
will still go on the same as it is now. There won't be any real impact.
Yeah, but that's bad.
So what is gonna make you do the videos?
Well, first is being aware of that. But I guess for me personally, I have to, again, simulate some sort of dire consequences. So it's almost like,
Every week you don't release a
Hypnotherapy.
video. Can I slap you?
no, but that's not dire.
That's cut.
because I can,
I'll slap you hard.
I can take a slap. That's not. I need something more dire. Like, yo, you're going to be homeless, and it needs to make
Yeah,
sense.
but that's not gonna. It's not. You can't have something so dire because that's never gonna happen.
Or like, let me just say, like, I'm just trying to think. So you're trying to say in relation to the videos, for instance.
because
So that one, it'll probably have to be.
I mean,
more-
I can relate to it too because it's the same with me with making videos. If I don't do,
Interesting one,
if I
actually.
don't do the should have gone to therapy reels, which hands up, I've not done for about 4 days. The world's still turning. We're still recording the next episode. You're still here. I'm still here. Nana's not here, but you know what I mean. It doesn't make a difference to anything.
to
That
you.
I've not done the reels, but it does make a difference to our marketing. But my life still goes on.
That's true.
But I still need to find that extra couple hours.
How did it feel when you
I felt
didn't do
guilty.
the
I felt
reels?
guilty.
So you feel guilty. So,
But that's not dire enough to make me go, oh my God, let me go.
but did you feel like you was letting down Nana? You letting down the brand, letting down
Everything,
the team?
yeah.
Did that not weigh a ton of bricks on your head? Was you like, damn, I can't really sleep at night. Like, I've not done these reels. I'm holding this our vision back. Do you not feel like that?
Damn, why do you have to say that like that?
I know I'm trying because now I'm realizing that's the only way it'll get me. Did you get it? Did you hear that?
Now
That's why I'm like,
yeah.
I feel like for me it's the negative consequence. I need to make the negative. For me, I just realized it. I made the negative consequences so dire when I had goals. Because when I was to think about it, I can't believe I used to think like that. It's stupid. I basically used to think that my life was over if I didn't achieve these goals. You get it? It was like that. And then maybe I didn't vocalize it, but that's how I used to. It was in my brain like, bro, you have to do this because one day it's getting closer and the time's ticking. You're not going to achieve this. You're going to end up X, Y, Z. But as you said, I've not formulated those thoughts. I've simulated those thoughts anymore. I kind of like, as you said, just been like, nothing's going to happen.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Because I've lived long enough to know that, bro, you're going to be all right, you know. That's the problem. I need to remove that level of thinking. So, mate, that was a great therapy session because you solved my issues.
Anyway, thank you for watching that episode. Look, I know it was probably a bit of a mess.
Speak for yourself.
Nana's not here. He's gonna be in and out over the next few weeks. When he's back, I'm sure he'll share why with you. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed having Nigel here. Don't worry, he won't be back. No, just
Listen, mate.
the chances are he'll be back. Yeah,
I'm still a beginner.
How
Do you know what I mean?
how did you find it? Obviously, yeah. We've not really had a structure. Next time, I think we'll plan an episode properly.
Yeah.
But thanks for stepping in, man.
Yeah, I appreciate being here. It's been fun. It's been great. As you know, I'm still learning the ropes, you know, so don't bother, critiquing me. Trust me, I ain't gonna even listen to you anyway. But yeah, lovely conversation, and I'm sure I'll be back again. Yeah, should have gone to therapy.
Thanks. Like, subscribe, follow, join the mailing list if Nana's updated it. I've still not actually had an email for a Should Have Gone to Therapy mailing list.
Oh, well, technical
difficulties. Yeah. We've not seen any reels for the last few days either.
Technical
difficulties.
difficulties.
Yeah, they'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You know.
technical difficulties. But yeah, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
See you later.
Peace.
Bye.